We are back here at the StarCraft Remastered launch event. This is going to be our final match of the night. G5 and Red.
What a match to end on.
What an match.
What an match indeed.
I hope G5's underrating himself because he looked really good in his first series. He was saying he doesn't like PvZ, but...
You know, it's one of these things that I think anyone who has like playing at a high level does, where so often what you're doing when you're practicing is trying to identify your mistakes and what's going wrong, and there's always like so many things you can do better in a given game.
Yeah, like everything. Every game.
Everything is constantly going wrong, and you're just like trying to mitigate damage control. Like you just begin on fire. Putting things out for an hour.
It's like that everything is fine meme. That's just like me playing StarCraft all day.
The dog and the cup of coffee or whatever.
Gosh,
burning around him.
3 larvae at each hatchery. Like I have like 80 minerals and 2,000 gas.
Interceptors killing command centers, and it's just like, oh my god.
Jesus. Yeah, but like...
There's like a Defiler in the fire under Darkstorm. He's not dying. I'm like, what is going on?
It's a good thing that unit isn't overpowered. But yeah, like G5 played really well.
He did.
For as much as he was like, I was just running around and trying to do things. I don't know. I have a lot of hope when I play.
There's a rhythm to it. I was like, your rhythm's good.
Well, the thing is, though, this is a different matchup, right? It's PvZ. I don't know if Red's going to try to do something kind of crazy and aggro early on. Red always struck me as the player that never felt the need to cheese. Right?
Straight and narrow, man.
He's like, give me more drones and more units and more opportunities to win. So
his TVZ, all his matchups, he was of that Idra class where it was like, we're just going to outplay you.
Yeah, we're not going to cheese ever.
Nope.
So
for G5 here in PvZ, I want to ask your opinion, Jeff, because I know you played him a lot. Is there any chance that he will go scouts?
No.
No?
Oh, what are you talking about?
What am I talking about?
Do you have a story to tell?
I do have a story to tell. So, you guys may have seen Mutas Micro.
What do you have to tell?
Look at Jeff. He's getting ready, man. So, Mutas, you like do the micro. They go back and forth and like dodge hits. So, once upon a time in our practice group, on the map, I believe it was Python.
It was on Python.
G5, the Scout, by the way, is the worst unit in the game. The Scout and the Ghost are just garbage.
There's pretty much never a reason to ever get it.
It costs almost as much as a carrier.
It's 275, 125.
Is it 275?
Yeah, it's 275.
Ooh, it feels even worse. I'm so sorry.
It might even have 175 gas cost, too. It's just insane.
It's so expensive. But it's like it's just terrible, and it has like really low ground attack. And G5 went mass Scouts against In Control. What a game that was.
And what, Dan?
He won.
He won. Yeah.
That's not even the worst.
I remember when we were in the Ventrilo chat, we were talking about, I think in the map editor there's a unit, that there was hero units, and we were talking about, we have to start calling G5 Mobo the hero scout unit in the map editor.
I'm sure you guys.
That's the hero scout in the map editor.
Oh my god.
Mobo.
Mobo.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sure you guys can imagine. It's great to lose a game with everyone in Ventrilo talking about it the whole time. Like, there was a special flavor. Like, when Dan, Skew, or a couple of these guys were losing, it was like, good game. That was good.
That was good.
Right.
Yeah, good job.
Who wants to play next? When Jeff's losing, whoa, you nerd! He can't believe he did that! And I'm sitting there like, yes, guys, I'm not getting mad at all. It was fun. It was good times.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, the funny thing about the Scout is that even though it is absolutely overcosted, does terrible ground damage, they kill Overlords immediately.
Yeah.
There's actually
they specifically destroy Overlords so
There's
fast.
only, I think, as far as I know, one sort of viable build in a PvZ where you can get a Scout, and it's only if your mains are really close to each other. And you go for Stargate, you don't care if they see it because they're going to assume it's a Corsair, and a lot of times they'll end up with spores.
Yeah,
to defend,
but you can hit the edge mineral patch.
Yeah, and you just go behind and do that. And
it's cheesy in PvT as well, close spawn. You can do this funny thing where if they do any kind of push with their 4 Marines, they're not building Goliaths after that. They probably don't have Wraiths. They might have a missile turret, but you can do some weird stuff with it.
Oh my God, we're seeing an early expand against Zerg. What is the first time?
No, dude, this is a cannon rush.
He's going to make 2 gateways down there and just rush him. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, his gates are outside of his base.
That would work too.
Dude,
it's funny we haven't seen a Bisu build yet.
I keep confusing the APM counter with the minerals. I'm like, how do they keep having exactly 400
minerals?
I
know, yeah.
It's very obviously
Build a command center, Rhett!
Oh, I just knocked our audio equipment onto the ground. Whoopsie dipsy.
What? What did you say?
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Artosis, which button fixes my volume? Like, you guys watch GS on mute. I just learned this because you didn't laugh.
Oh.
Every other cast, Taste is like, I'm sorry, Artosis, I'm going to have to ask you, like, which knob is it that fixes my volume?
Here's the reason why I got to do
it's
that.
Still the yellow one.
Because I've every once in a while reached down under the table and pulled the wrong knob, and you know when Artosis gets mad and his eyes get as big as saucers and he gives you that insane look?
Yes.
And then I don't know if I've turned it up or down in his headset, so I basically have been conditioned to be like, all right, I'm going to do this.
You're a coward.
I agree with Nick. I hate when I yank the wrong knob under the table. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
It's awful.
It's the worst.
So
you know, Red is actually doing a...
Was this overpool? Yeah.
Yeah, it's overpool expand, which is like a very safe, very sensible build. You don't quite have the ability to get the ultra early gas timing, like the ultra early gas timing that you want to be able to get Scourge in time to defend against Corsairs is like at 13, or actually more like 14, is like the right timing, and then you go like hatch, pool, gas, third base. But with this, you get a third hatch first, so you drive towards getting Hydralisk to defend against that. I really love what G5 did. He built the 2 cannons and then canceled one when he sees that it's an economic opening.
Yeah, this is like the hardest part. It's going to sound funny, but it's pretty tricky for Protoss to have the right number of cannons, because if you ever overmake them, you end up behind in a really weird way, because while you're doing this, you're basically trying to get your gateway, your cybernetics core, your gas up as quick as possible. And if you ever overmake the cannons, you've slowed down, for instance, like your Corsair from coming out. Or
like
everything's just slowed. But of course, if you undermake them, then you die. So there you go.
Wow.
But if you make them just right, you know what I mean?
You're going for the Goldilocks build here this
You make
time,
it
okay?
just
You're
right.
just right.
It's a spicier cannon and natural. He likes it, you know?
Goldilocks was Italian for any of you who didn't
Yeah.
know. She actually was she was a pasta chef.
Yeah.
It's just right. Mamma mia, there's a 3 of bears. It's a crazy.
It's a porridge. Is it too hot? But this one is it too cold?
Oh, this a porridge. It's a wow, Mamma mia.
Just right.
These are
Then her
really
boyfriend came home. He's like, "It's a me, a Mario," and then the story begins. Yeah.
Bowser abducts her, and the bears find their way there somehow as well. And
One of which is curious and plays Zerg.
that was so good.
Oh my God, I don't.
That actually got Sean, but people didn't get it on camera. He spat out water and was dying.
You can just hear wheezing. Like my lungs just became flattened little bookmarks in my chest, man.
Flattened little bookmarks.
Flattened little bookmarks.
That's always what I call my lungs
Have you
when
ever
I'm wheezing.
thought about becoming a poet? Like,
Flattened little bookmarks.
flattened little bookmarks. What?
I wonderfully
Are you
old
getting
man way to describe
run
that.
over by a steamroller? Is that even
Yeah, no, I wanted to think of something flat, and of course, as people know, a common thing to reference that is
double
flat
down on
is
those.
a bookmark.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah, if you try to use other
Please.
things as bookmarks like bananas, it doesn't really work. You're right. It doesn't stay in the book. I think you're onto something.
God.
Yeah. No, you got it.
My lungs became that shape. They became flat, like
my lungs
like
are
little
flat
bookmarks.
Like they flattened little bookmarks.
Oh my God.
that really drove it home for me. I knew
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
got
that
it,
looked like.
dude.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
on point.
Oh my God, that's very funny.
Second you said that, I was like, now I know exactly what he
Yeah.
thinks the lungs look like. This is what I was missing in my games, but it was scouting. That's what I forgot. 4 hatch Hydra.
Did no layer yet, right? Oh no, he did layer. Wow.
Oh,
no,
Spire.
it's actually 3 hatch, right?
No, it's definitely 4.
Oh yeah, you're right. 4. Okay. 4th hatch though. I
got that
the
part
Spire.
right.
Yeah.
And there's 5.
5.
And typically, if you go over pool, you don't quite have enough time to get the layer and spire, so you can just cut the layer and get a Hydralisk den, and then get the spire later.
But he got a Spire this time instead of Hydralisk Den. And you also got the layer, because you have to have that to have the Spire.
He might get some.
Now, this is what is known as the
They're so
technology tree.
Now write that in your bookmark and put your lung in it, man.
God.
That is like such a weird attempt to take the phrase, put that in your pipe
and smoke it. Yeah.
you say the thing that
You know what? He's overcoming his dyslexia, all right?
the
He's
thing
fine.
that Daniel chose to say was
Put that in your bookmark and flatten it.
Write that in your
That's got to be a shirt somewhere. Someone's got to make that. Put that in your bookmark and flatten it. just a reference to this day, and that's
that's
the
it.
only thing it references.
Everybody else sees his shirt and they're like, "That's schizophrenia. What is going on?"
You can Google that. It literally only comes up to this conversation.
Yeah, Google has exactly 2 results.
It's the first time that sentence has been said.
Oh, we broke him. We broke day 9. Oh my God, we broke him. He's actually crying. He's actually crying right now.
Who's talked about
His
a
head
bookmark
looks
in the
like a
last 10
tomato
years?
right now. He's so red. We got him. He's. You know what? He's never going to be normal after this, guys. It's over.
That was the day. The
That
day
was
that
it.
Sean
That
crashed.
was it.
Oh my God, that is the funniest thing. Oh my God.
God, this is.
Well, I'm glad we found out how far that rabbit hole can go.
We hit the bottom. Whew. Oh my God, the Mariana Trench of jokes.
Did he actually get the Corsair or the Scourge?
Guys, I think that pylon is blocking the third.
Here we go. Dude, that was so funny.
Dan?
I'm like sitting right off the couch and I'm watching all these guys who don't play Protoss talk about how they can't make a Nexus and the 2 Protoss players are
My
on the couch.
CC wouldn't fit
It's
there.
like
I know
G5
that
and
much.
Legionnaire. G5 and Legionnaire like, yeah, no, it's fine. And just day 9, Artos is talking to her, no, I can't. And then lo and behold, the Nexus goes up and G5's like, yeah, I guess the Protoss players are right about that.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, it fits. Look at it. Look at it right
Oh my God!
He's so good. He's so good.
It's crazy.
How does he know?
Oh my God, that is the funniest thing. Oh,
Whoa, what happened there?
something got
I
canceled.
keep wanting to say something, some analogy about the bookmarks and being flattened, like in a different way, but my brain doesn't even work that way, Sean. I can't think of anything flattened like 2 little bookmarks. I'm like,
His
Oh,
lungs
he
specifically.
canceled that?
The
Like
fact
a
that it was 2
show.
little
I got
bookmarks as
nothing.
well. They're little, like there's big bookmarks, like we're.
Well, especially because it's his lungs, right? So like,
Yeah.
even if they flatten, they're still like pretty big, bigger than a book.
what?
I love right. So like that would make a pretty bad bookmark. If
Oh,
it's, like,
dude, he's gonna
sticking
lose
out
the
of
forge. This is actually huge.
Dude, who cares? It's bookmark time, right?
Yeah, I know.
Like, stop messing around, Tastes. We're talking about bookmarks.
Get
Oh
with
my
the
God.
program, Nick.
I mean that like we are so deep that like this is a Mariana Trench of jokes where life took a completely different evolutionary path. Oh
I
my
love
God.
this. Rhett's really good, by the way. This
Yeah,
is,
by the way, he opens with this
Creep
big
spread's garbage, though. Huh?
Look at those mollusks. He has a lot of them.
mullahs.
Oh, mollusks.
Mullahs. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
man, you forgot most of the letters in that.
Yeah,
you,
G-
you
G5's
even added. Go ahead, sir.
I'm just going to talk about StarCraft for just a moment. I just need to like center myself. Yeah, I mean, he's doing the really nice, quick 3-base strategy where you get really mobile units, but Rhett is doing a quick transition into Mutalisk at this point, which if at any point Zerg feels like they have some air control, they can just do this, and there's not a lot that the Protoss can do.
Thing is, it's actually really hard for Protoss to push out because you can see the Mutas just snipe the Templars. You can basically, if you can keep a Protoss on 2 base doing this, you'll be in really good shape. But the thing is, you get so many Templars, right? Then you have the Archon, and even though the Archon counters the Mutas, if the Mutas just avoid the Archon, it doesn't matter. And see, now G5's been reset. Sometimes when this happens, you might want to send out a bunch of Zealots and split them up and try to hit like some expansions. But I don't know, Red is in really good form here.
Yeah, I mean, this is just excellent fundamentals play. I mean, look, he is ahead in supply. You're supposed to be down 20.
Someone said he's played 700 games, actually, of Brood War recently.
That's insane.
Yeah,
wow.
he's hardcore right now.
And
this is
Rhett's
extra
actually
value,
at this growth rate at this point in time. This is going to be really tough. And it was, one thing that happens in Protoss is sometimes you see where the gateways are, because that's just sort of where they organically end up being. There's nothing that really defend the Templars when they pop out. And as long as you keep the Templar count down, the Protoss can't leave.
Oh, the Archon comes so close to shooting.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. This is super frustrating for the Protoss player. He can't quite get back there. The Dragoons can reach it. Wow, insta-tap out. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, that was beautifully
That was brutal.
played.
That's brutal.
That was the build,
I like how
man.
mean we are that the loser's face just goes on. How much did you guys have my face
All
on
the
when I was
time.
playing?
Oh, you were
yeah.
like there the entire
You're
time.
gonna love
Yeah.
this
I'm
VOD.
very emotive.
Yeah.
I see poor G5 there just shaking his head. He feels sad. Let's look at him. Look at him. He's like, oh, shit, this is so hard.
He's like,
Rhett's
well,
so
if I
good."
lose this, I can definitely beat the other 2 guys. So
Meanwhile, Legionnaire is standing there watching.
it's like, hey, mate, I'm right here. Well, it's kind of mean, but it's probably true.
Oh
So, I mean, what does he do? I think that he can't do a build that lets the Zerg have any control.
He needs to go
there.
scouts.
He needs to go scouts.
He
needs
needs to get like 6-7 Corsairs and be very aggressive with 6-7 Corsairs. I think that is just essential.
Wait, how many did he get that last game? We were talking about
he opened with like
one
one and lost it to Scourge.
He wound up tumbling back down because he went for the fast third base, and if the Zerg doesn't do a Mutalisk switch, then it's a game. Like there's a lot of back and forth that can happen.
But this is really popular, like right now in the meta, is to just mass up hiders and then just have mutas and.
Yeah, and you pick off the High Templars.
Yeah, you just keep taking it.
You don't
so
even need
out of your
kill
base.
the workers. You just pick High Templar.
Yeah,
like, I literally just repeated what Dan said, but I stepped in to do it, so I had more authority.
You're more assertive, and that makes
you
you're way smarter. Yeah,
it's kind of rude for.
Hold on. Yeah, Mutalisk just pick off the Templar.
Yeah, no, that's
there.
Whoa.
And then you can't storm if you don't have Templar.
Yeah,
become a better gamer. Just listen to him.
Yeah. There you go.
I just became.
We're going into the next game now.
Bookmark a better gamer.
Yeah, bookmark a better.
See, we're still stuck on the bookmarks. There's something more here. There's something else we can do.
Oh God. Oh, it's Outsider. Now this map.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Outsider
this. No. No. PVZ on Outsider. Oh. Nah. Pardon me while I vomit all over myself.
Nick,
this matchup is so hard for the Protoss.
Introduce the players, dude. It's been like 15 seconds.
Yeah. Who's where? I don't even understand.
I don't know. Get your
Wait,
stuff
what
together,
game is this?
man.
Are we doing Age of Empires? Where are we going? All right. In the upper right, in the red, G5.
Not bad.
See? Yeah, there he is. Ooh, we're throwing his face up on there. Look at G5's crazy eyes when he plays this game. In the bottom right...
Look at him look at the minimap and his minerals. What a crazy-looking guy.
No, he does look crazy, and he's doing that. In the bottom right, in the brown, it's red. So this map is...
The curious little bear.
No, he's not curious right now.
Okay.
Now he looks like he's a bear with something to hide. He's like,
oh my God.
Something to hide. His porridge, no doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. So this map, there's some serious problems for Protoss, man, as it goes on. There's not a lot of bases with gases at them that are easy to take. Protoss need gas to beat Zerg.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean... well...
That's what I'm here for, guys.
Oh, okay, so this
Makes
is...
the setup, man.
So, okay, the fact of the matter is that Protoss needs a lot of gas early in order to get all the Corsairs up, and then very quickly you need a lot of gas in order to get High Templar, because Storm is really your only way of dealing with large numbers of units in the early game. So, this is what makes this map really hard, is that you just don't really have a nice way to defend your natural expansion. Your main base is so spread open, and then Zerg can do this annoying stuff where they just take the outside ring, because this map has an outside ring, and you see those like giant lines of minerals that are there. Those are blocking off movement. I mean, it's
outside ring on outsider.
Whoa! What does it mean? This map is actually a nightmare, I find. The longer it goes on, if Protoss can get into a decent spot, it's okay. We did see in the ASL actually, some people go for like Dragoon Reaver on this, and it was kind of okay.
Yeah, people were going Reaver here, but like almost no one won here. PVZ. It actually like skewed our season a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
And by that I mean, of course, made our season 2 minutes and 11 seconds long.
There you go. Boom.
That's one skew.
So, Rhett is doing a build that's really common on this map in particular, where you build the extractor, build another drone, cancel it, so now you're at 10 out of 9, and this way you can get a hatch and a pool out before an overlord with an acceptable enough economy, and that's because so many Protosses on this map just say, dude, I'm not going to be able to get gas stably. I'm just going to go 2-gate and try to kill Zerg, because the attack positions are actually very, very, very close. But G5 is just kind of playing straight-up style.
Yep.
Yeah, 8 links.
It's a lot of links.
Well, it's actually really hard to wall the natural. It's so wide.
Yeah, this is why we sometimes don't see people do. I don't know if Rhett's the kind of guy who would try to just go for it and run by.
I think he's going to. If Overlord sees it, there's a reason why you don't go Forge Fast Expand here.
Okay, well, he's got 2 cannons. If he can maybe get
yeah, he's just got to...
Whoop, G5.
See, now here's the thing. G5 used to practice with LZ Gamer, so there's no way Rhett is getting by there with those links.
That's right. Every awkward link timing that isn't supposed to work has been mapped out already. 22 lings without speed. What?
You guys.
That was a joke for like 8 people in the stream right now. They're like,
yeah, no.
Oh, thanks, Stasis.
Is that the fourth time you brought up the no speed circling all in from
Yeah,
LZ
that's like
Gamer?
a
He's
story of my
really
life.
salty about it.
Yeah, it's just a story of my life playing against LZ Gamer, man. These lings, I'm like, what? That's not even a thing, that timing.
Looks like I was going for a totally dignified two Stargate scout push after this one.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
ran their slow lings. I can't believe it.
getting cheesed in StarCraft when that's like basically the only thing you're doing is playing StarCraft. You have this like fully mapped out build where you have all these like trees and possibilities, and then you're just dead.
Yeah, you're like going over all these things. And remember, in the late game, we got to tech to this. And then, suddenly, oh no, all my cannons are gone. We're never going to get to late game. So wait, is he going to get Stargate, you think, with this build? Or does he do something else? Because he got the fast expand up, right? And now that he's gotten that, I think actually has a very decent chance.
I think you
Going into
do
this game.
have to go for Corsair on this map. This is like one of the most important maps to go Corsair upon.
Does he see it? No, he didn't see it yet.
This will be a cannon rush, boys. I mean, not a rush, really. Just
A cannon.
He's just going to make cannons.
It's a cannon technique.
Cannon technique. Cannon tools. That actually could really screw him over, by the way, because that's one of the only gas bases he can take without mineral walking.
Now, this is interesting. This is a build that generally is possible to do on maps that have very close attack positions, which Outsider is one of, where you just go for very, very, very fast speed on your Zealots, and then you sort of bomb in. But, I mean, Rhett is 1,000% fine. These positions are honestly way too easy to wall off with hatches and whatnot.
Oh my gosh, we've had some.
Is he going to
dirty
warp in
cannon-
a depths up there?
If he
Yeah.
was at 1,000, what is it now? Is it like 840?
This is so bad for the Zerg if this happens, especially because this location's kind of
Did you
hard to
see
get
it?
to.
No, this is so great. You attack at the same time.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
but
once
that sunken's in a spot where it actually kind of helps against the cannons.
not if it's dead. How about that?
Whoa! That's so crazy.
That cannon can hit that sunken right. It's really hard to tell sometimes with like the
Oh, he
range.
can
Of
take
Yes,
that
the cannon
spot.
hits the sunken, yes.
Well, he can take that spot.
Yeah,
That's good for the Zealot.
they can hit each other. Mutually
cannon's
assured hitting.
I'm surprised you only got one cannon.
This is so. If you're Zerg, you just have one of those. Because this is I made a mistake a minute and a half ago when I did not place my overload
He didn't
in the
make
right
enough
spot.
cannons. He could just go kill it with lings. I'm actually really surprised.
I don't
Can he,
think
though?
he can kill it.
Not with
lens.
those lings.
Are they too injured?
I mean,
No,
well,
it's
it's
just
not
they're
enough,
two
Nick.
shots. You need more than that.
Yeah, you're having LZ Gamer PTSD where you're like,
Yeah.
he has any Zerglings. I have
Oh
enough
my
cannons.
gosh,
Don't I die?
There's too many.
These are the counter
Whoa,
to cannons.
is that two Stargates?
Oh, it is.
Double Scout Rush, you think?
Oh, look
No,
at this.
what is-
Whoa, G5, you're crazy.
Wow.
That's a wall off. He's not trying to build a tactical research
Yeah.
facility.
He's gonna
On
get
the high
get
ground.
armor at that base. There's a cannon there to cover it.
All right, so
Solo's going to scout everything again.
now what's going to happen is that G5 is going to apply really weird-looking pressure over here on this other expansion, and then suddenly bomb in with a bunch of Corsairs.
Well, what's going to happen with the Hydra's attack? What then?
Nothing. Nothing.
he
man.
just
Actually, I
dives
think
to it.
Rhett just straight up saw the Corsairs.
Yeah, he should have spotted that. Normally going for two Stargates ever in this matchup is sort of dicey because you're spending so much of your gas on these air units that Zerg can answer, but this is definitely a style I don't think Rhett really gets to play against. So, I mean, we'll have to see. I don't know.
We'll have to.
That's the only way.
It's going to be Hydras. I think what
Oh
used to
my
be popular
God.
in this map, too, is sometimes you go like double Stargate and then Robo, Shuttle, and take the weird bases.
Yeah.
The Zerg has a tough time getting to him, especially with how
Whoops,
late
didn't
he's being.
cancel. Yeah, I would put the advantage heavily to G5 right now because
Really?
Zerg does not
Really?
have player.
I think-
Oh yeah.
Don't you feel like the potential for this? Well, okay, the Templar Archives is cool because the DTs will not have any fear, right? There's no lair, and if there's an Overlord by the natural, then that'd be kind of crappy. But
Where is the closest Overlord, actually?
that one
That one right there?
might be.
One at the top?
Yeah, I mean,
Is
like,
there not one with that group of units that's near the natural? No.
Nope.
That's just Zerglings.
So I think the initial push will
there's
get
an
pushed back by
Overlord up to
DTs,
the
and then he's got to slow float them up there.
I can't unsee the fingers on the Zerglings. It's
Yeah.
killing me right
Their hands in the air and stuff.
now. Okay, now this is you better have a Dark Templar on the way.
This
That
is what I was
pylon.
afraid of, is that
Yeah. That
Oh my
pylon.
God, are you serious?
Yeah, no, this is what happens. You just you can
Oh.
kill all the
Fuck
overlords. All the,
overlords!
He should have a Dark Templar pop
yeah,
out,
but it doesn't
right?
matter. There's too many hydras. They just run around and kill everything.
But what if he has 5 Dark Templar about to pop out? Then what?
Well, then how will you stop the?
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Like-
this is how it goes, guys.
Oh, there's an Overlord. Look at that.
Oh,
Really?
where did he come from?
He was
Look
the
at
one
that.
that
Deep
scouted the whole
space.
base.
You called. Well, I think that's it for G5.
Oh no! Oh
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Templar Archives produces all forms of Templar, so you don't need a Dark Shrine or anything.
Yeah, this is over.
Well, he did kill some overlords, so that's
Yeah,
cool.
he
but-
wrecked those overlords,
Yeah,
man.
take that, flying units. But there's no bases anymore. So see, this is what happens. The DT comes out.
Oh, he's got this. Look at that.
He's gonna
DT.
come back.
Damn.
When there's exactly 0 overlords and all the hydras are dead, the DTs will come across the map.
There's a lot of Corsairs though.
Yeah,
There's
but-
also not a natural expansion. This is bad.
Did he
for
kill the
G5.
Overlord that was in his natural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's still
I
over,
think he's
guys.
still
I-
dead.
yeah,
I see a
it's-
spore, and Corsairs don't kill that, unfortunately.
I can't believe that Rhett broke that.
Well, this is the thing is we saw those Templars sitting up there in the main. If you're getting 2 Stargate Corsairs, that's just a lot of gas. You need to get Storm. It's so important in this matchup that the Protoss gets the Storm as soon and as exactly at the right moment as possible. Or sometimes you just get
As
run over.
soon as exactly at the right moment
Yeah,
as possible.
somebody write that down and put that on my tombstone.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I was just I was going to say that.
But I took the words right out of
You
exactly as soon as possible out of your mouth.
Like, guys, don't make fun of him. It's dyslexia again.
So the DTs just they can. Problem
What
is
what is
that
it, Nick? What do you think?
don't know.
You just mostly as possible get
See,
the
these
Storm.
These
As
four,
soon
these
as
four
look more
DTs
like-
are us right now on this couch,
These
man.
DTs are going to be as flat as a bookmark. in a moment.
Lung.
A little bookmark.
A little
flat as
bookmark
a
in my
lung.
lung.
A
Yeah.
little bookmark.
Oh my God! As flat as a lung. That is the funniest thing.
Wow. Well, he's going to get this hatchery.
Nice. Too
Yeah,
bad
he's
got
on
5
one
broken
base
home.
against 3 still.
Yeah.
That's not too good.
Wow.
You know what? I'm giving it to G5, guys. He's got this.
I really like his position because there's no layer.
This looks great. This is looking pretty good for Artosis. Well, he's got a cannon.
It's like a slightly off ramp cannon, too. I like it. We got to get out of here. There's detection.
Oh, this one didn't stay. Well, there's not a whole lot else to say, guys. This is a Protoss is just going to get right over.
There's a lot to say, Nick. You give yourself one.
Well, some things I'll say is that this, assuming that Rhett wins, this is our last match of the day.
That's
we will
right.
be closing out the stream, and we will be back tomorrow at noon for more StarCraft actions.
This has been a lot of fun, by the way,
2
guys.
decider
been so
matches.
fun.
So this will be Rhett against Legionnaire.
No, G5 against Legionnaire.
G5 against Legionnaire, right? And then
Draco
White
Whiteraw.
Draco Whiteraw.
All Protosses.
GG.
We see that Nyokin has advanced. We see that Rhett has advanced. And I think it's really teaching us that if you play a lot of Brood War, it gives you an advantage.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
The 2 guys that played the most. I would
And you
say.
saw how imbalanced those Zerglings were that just wrecked everything. They're just the
Well,
best.
it's
unit.
those hands in the air, man.
Oh, but
Yeah.
there's Defilers, right?
What about the Defilers that never got built?
Yeah, that weren't
Yeah.
actually used at all.
Yeah.
You used them, didn't you?
Yeah, in my loss. Interesting.
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 Build Defilers and lose. New
Yeah.
meta. Nyokin over here is laughing because he's the one that won the group and he knows, just like I know.
He made the
Defilers.
mistake of saying Defilers well. I turned his opinion, though.
What is the most imbalanced unit for Zerg?
Cracklings, yeah.
Cracklings. There it is.
Yeah.
Well, guys, do you have any?
You
do you have any-
traitor.
do you have any closing thoughts? I mean, I guess we should
This has been
bring
great.
Red on. We got to bring
Should we?
Red on and
Yeah.
just talk to him. Be
No,
like,
he's saying no, and we're saying no. It's fine.
Red's going to the
he's-
potty, I think.
yeah, I
Um,
think it's potty time for Red.
This
He's
has been
earned
a
it.
great day. I've had an amazing time. It's
I
so
love
fun.
this. This is one of
This
the
is
funnest things I've
ever
done.
done.
This is so
Ever.
This
great.
is so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Aside
guys are
from the
great
losing
hosts.
part.
Yeah.
I wish I had faked a broken wrist like you and not
Yeah,
played.
there you go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta get on that, man.
It's been broken for a year. It was misdiagnosed 20 times, and then it was correctly diagnosed,
man.
and he just said,
Just
"Don't play
before
Brood War."
Brood War came
Yeah,
out.
that's
That's really weird.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
The problem was it didn't hurt, so I didn't see any doctors about it. But yeah,
Here's what we can do. Next time I'll give you my cast, okay? You'll be fine, all right?
Yeah, no, it's just
Same nasty, stinky cast. You're like,
You know, Dan
how
likes
bad
that.
do you not want to lose on stream? That's the question, man. I was like, oh.
He's like, put it on.
oh, that's so funny. But
I'm excited. Now we get to play
Yeah.
some Brood War. I'm excited to see it's now released, so people will be playing it on the ladders on stream.
I'm sure in about 3 days we're going to get a bunch of really bad opinions on Reddit about what we need to fix and
Oh,
balance,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
somebody's saying that ghosts are too strong and PvT.
That will
and,
be.
you know,
You joke, but that actually
no,
is a
this
thing.
is what happens.
StarCraft 2 people
Yeah.
are of the world that you do tell them what's wrong and they'll fix it.
this is the game.
Marines
gonna
are
happen.
OP.
Not gonna
That's my
happen.
favorite
Yeah,
one.
no,
That's
you know
a
what?
lot of people have been trying to say.
Yeah.
We should go to the chess subreddit and talk about how knights can jump too far.
Yeah. Like, you know, it's just, and what's this joke unit, the Queen? It can move wherever, okay?
It just makes them blow up and they create
And
stuff.
could
Hey, guys,
someone
new
make some different maps? Like, what is going on with
I
this?
know. Hey, guys, new chess player here. Been playing for about 2 months. I discovered if you get a pawn to the end of the board, you get another queen? Hello? Is anybody listening? Blizzard! They don't even make chess, man. What are you doing?
They all yell at Blizzard about it.
Wasn't even Blizzard this time. Jeez.
David!
Yeah, but do they care? They could easily make the difference.
No.
Right? What are they doing? They made
No.
Hearthstone.
Oh.
Got a
that's
new.
fun.
If we got the Hearthstone subreddit. Got a new unit idea, guys. A bishop that can also move like a knight. Like, no!
Well, I just want to note that one of the things we love so much about Brood War is just hanging out around Brood War. I think we've been literally talking about it all day, but let me remind you again that we would hang out and play Brood War, and it was so fun, and the stream's been so fun.
No one watched us back then.
Yeah, like, so if any of you start playing Brood War, I sincerely hope that you find a group to play with because it is a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's a 1v1 game, and it's very easy to get into the grind of just hitting the find match button. It's all automated and set up, and sort of incidentally, we wound up in social situations, just joining chat channels because that was the only place you could go to find matches. And we just encourage you to meet some friends and have a blast, man.
I would say, though, Brood War had an incredible team game scene as well. A lot of 2 versus 2s. And for whatever reason, it's just better in Brood War. UMS has had good stuff. It's
Yeah,
good.
there's actually
Yeah.
the team play really worked in Brood War. So I know a lot of people who, we can joke, but a lot of people do get anxiety playing one-on-one and
Absolutely
StarCraft.
they do.
And
Well,
you
even
can do a team game and it functions perfectly fine.
The
Like,
use
you can have
maps
this much-
are like really fantastic. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you bring that up. Actually, like there's so many good ones like SCV Football, Worms. What are some of the other ones?
Bunker Defender or whatever it's
Aeon of
called.
Strife. You just did an Aeon of Strife tournament, right,
That's
Sean?
right. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was so good to see the top strifers.
yeah.
They wanted us to remind us that it is going to be at 12 p.m. tomorrow, by the way, same time,
It's just noon.
12 p.m. Pacific
I always get
Standard
confused
Time.
if you say 12 p.m. I'm like, is that the night one or the day one?
Nobody knows for sure.
it's-
Nobody's.
So I
It's
like
the
it when
sun
people say
time.
12:01, even though you'd be a minute late. At least you'll know.
yeah, for sure.
It'll be 12:01 p.m.
Most
'cause
people who went to
Dan-
high school probably get it.
Yeah.
I was too busy playing Brood War, man.
Yeah.
Never. I skip my clock class every day.
Yeah, no. Jeff did debate, clock, and bulldog. Those were the
Not
classes.
geography.
Yeah.
No,
Didn't
no.
do that one.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff also thinks that sharks live in lakes. So
Well, you'll be surprised when you find one in a lake.
Yeah. Oh, one of those freshwater sharks.
Baby lemon sharks, but
yeah.
Oh, baby lemon shark.
yeah.
Is that like a Julia Childs recipe?
No, it's just a shark that lives in freshwater and then
Oh.
goes out to sea.
Switches it up.
I'm
And
just
one
saying,
thing about
Jeff's
Artos
right.
is he did not skip animals when he was learning about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about
Those
animals.
animals are burned in there. Do
Yeah.
you have any other interesting animal fact before we close out?
I have all sorts of animal facts. Is there like a certain animal you want
No,
to
a fun backstory on Dan is he actually knows this stuff because Dan did play too much Brood War, but he was also a guy that wanted to be a better person, so he read and researched what he found interesting on Wikipedia, and he knew a ton of random shit. And We teased him for it, but he was like one of the smarter people because he'd be like,
What?
You laugh, but glaciers are going to kill us in 2015, and you know
Yeah.
we'll see what happens then.
Yeah.
So what? Tell me something about penguins.
Penguins, well, they only live in the southern hemisphere, and polar bears only live in the northern hemisphere. So I find that kind of interesting. Like that never crossed over.
Do they have like a face-off at the equator every year?
Yeah. How do the penguins get the
Get back
Coca-Cola?
here,
Yeah.
Well, the polar bears are all standing guard there, and the penguins rush forward, and the polar bears they take out their lances and just It's crazy though.
Some people have been making some weird edits to Wikipedia.
I believe anything I read on that site.
Yeah.
Golden Compass, you guys ever see that movie? It's crazy.
Oh my God! I just want to ask you about snakes. What are snake facts?
Ask him about glaciers. I wasn't even joking. He knows a lot about glaciers.
Tell me about the
Glaciers move more quickly to kill people going carriers than I do. That's a nice little fact.
Jeez.
Wow. All right, it's just in day 9. Go warm up the car. This isn't going too well.
Let's end the stream here. That was it.
All right, let's put
All
our
right,
bookmark in it. Starting
Yeah.
again tomorrow, fresh.
Let's flatten the bookmarks.
Let's flatten our little. What was exactly what you said?
2 little flat bookmarks.
Yeah, something.
No, something about your lungs were too.
He wheezed so hard that his lungs became little flat bookmarks.
You know. And there's something about the fact that you put little in
that
there
way?
that really.
Well, the lung, right?
This is your
tall guy.
This
His
is
lungs are
like your
that.
brain, like wiring together ideas, and then it channels through and it goes, "Okay, let's say it on the stream," and it comes out, and you're like, "I'm here with my friends. They're gonna just, let it pass. It's fine." And
then just like all of you, just like you were like the Terminator, and that joke got scanned. It just showed up red, and you're just like, "That's the target right there."
Good.
You were that city, and we were that ship in Independence Day. all game knowledge and commentary and everything just completely destroyed.
That's absolutely not the sound the ship makes, but I wish it was. I wish the
ship is a Nidus
Oh
board
my
now.
God!
That's what.
It's like, is it electrocuting buildings?
Only a few people were there on top of that building with the signs. Tell me what you think, day 9. Destroyed everything. All right. Well, I'm gonna we start at noon tomorrow.
Yes.
Noon tomorrow.
All right. Same time.
Same time.
Like, why don't we
12:01 p.m.
Why don't we try to convince day 9 to move it to 4 p.m.? What do you guys think? It's pretty early, man.
God,
all right,
funny.
so we will see you guys at noon tomorrow. Thank you for joining us for day 1 here of the StarCraft Remastered launch event. Yeah, that's it. We'll see you soon.
Play Broodor until then.